Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Will It Reveal. Today's piece of evidence actually comes from one of you guys. So we asked you last week if there was a particular piece of evidence that you wanted to see under the FSIS. And so thank you to Carissa W. On YouTube. She put a comment in our last video. So we are going to look at a currency pouch today. And we're going to look at two types of evidence on this currency pouch. Number one is we're going to try to find untreated prints on the currency pouch, and then number two, we're going to see if we can find in the infrared spectrum different types of inks that are on this on the white block of the currency pouch. So let's get started. We're going to start with the infrared spectrum, and I'm going to show you what it looks like before and after with different types of inks in infrared. So you can see on the screen we've got the number of bills and the total, and it would appear in standard lighting without any filter that the number of bills, the writing on there is the same ink. Okay, but what we're going to do now is I'm going to switch from no filter on the FSIS to a infrared filter with an infrared light, and you're going to see it's clearly different colors of ink. So I switched my filter. Now I've got my alternate light source in infrared. And we're going to bring more light into the camera here. I'm going to adjust my lighting right here on the screen. And then let's blow it up so you guys can see it just a little better. So pretty obviously the two fives here, one right here and one here, are totally different inks. So we've got blue inks that were used and black inks, and you've got the 10, the 9, the 6, and the 7 here that are fluorescing with the infrared light. So we can tell that two different inks were used to fill in this information on the bag. So now let's switch over to our UV setting. So we're going to go to our ultraviolet, shortwave UV ultraviolet filter, and our UV light, and we're going to see if we can find some untreated fingerprints on the bag. We're going to look at two parts of the bag today. So the first part of the bag is going to be the top part, that is evidence tape, the actual seal on the bag. So as we switch different filters, let's bring it back into focus. Okay, now I'm going to navigate to the top of this bag where the actual seal is. Bring a little more light in, and I quickly can see the prints here on the top of the bag. And let me just adjust the light to make it more clear for you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom into the top of this bag, and we can take a photograph of the untreated fingerprint. So there's 100% right there. And I'm going to zoom in just a touch more. There we go. And then 200%. So again, remember, these are not treated fingerprints, not dye stained. They're not fumed or powdered. They're just untreated on the bag. So now we zoom back out for perspective, and we've got several fingerprints. One here, one here, one here, one down here where the liner touches the bag. But now we're going to move down to the white block area of the bag and see if there aren't any untreated prints down there as well. So pretty quickly I can see here and here there's some ridge detail, so I'm going to adjust my light settings as we move from the dark part of the bag, which is the actual seal, down to the white block, and then zoom in so you guys can see it a little better. So there's 100%, and we can see ridge detail here and here. And then let's even go to 200% here. And I can drag my screen to the left or right where those fingerprints are showing up. And right here on the white block of the bag, we see some really nice ridge detail for some prints that were left that are untreated. Then we just click save. We save our standard TIFF file, and we are finished with that piece of evidence. Again, thanks for watching Will It Reveal. If there's anything else, any other piece of evidence that you guys would like to see, make comments in the bottom, and we'll see you next week. Have a good day.